Hi folks, hope you are doing great. In this video, I am going to talk about how to set up an ADFS server on an EC2 machine. First, you need to log into the AWS Management Console and click on Compute and under that EC2. Then launch instance. Here I am going to use Microsoft Windows Server 2016 base AMI. Select and I'll pick T2 medium instance which has 4 gig memory. You can pick whatever the instance you need based on your requirements. Then next, I'll keep the default stuff there. Next, under security group, so I'm going to create a new security group here. I need to have RDP enabled because I need to connect to this Windows instance from my local machine using a remote desktop client. And I also need to have HTTPS port open and also the HTTP port open. And source I'll set in here. Okay, done. Then review and launch. I'll generate a new key pair. Create new key pair. Let's say wso.adfs and download the key pair. Done. Launch instance. View instances. Now I can see there's one instance which is going through the initializing phase. This will take around like 1 to 2 minutes to get started, so be patient and we need to wait. Okay, now it's up and running. Let's click on that instance and click on connect. Now we need to get a password, so click on get password and let's upload the key we generated. That's this is the one, wso2 ADFS. Get that key and click on decrypt password. Here now we have the password. I'm using Microsoft remote desktop. I'm using a Mac and from there I want to connect to this particular EC2 instance. Okay, so add the new instance here and let's get the IP address and the administrator as username, password. Okay, done. Now we can connect to this instance remotely. Okay, we are there. Now we need to install some additional components, ADFS, and then again we need to install the web server. Let's click on server manager here. And then add roles and features. Let's give some more time. Okay. Click on next. Pick role based or feature based installation. Next. Pick Active Directory Domain Service, Active Directory Federation Services, and you need to pick web server or the IIS. Click next. next, next, next. Okay, I'll check this one too. Restart the destination server automatically if required. Yes, and install. This will take some time, so once again we need to be a little patient. Okay, the installation is completed. Let's click on close now. Okay, so now we need to configure IIS to use TLS or HTTPS. Click on Windows Administrative Task and then IIS. Expand the server. Click on Site and then Default Website. And click on SSL settings. Now we need to go back here. Yeah, click on the server name and click on server certificates. Click on create self-signed certificate. In a production deployment you will have a CA signed certificate, but for this particular demo I am using self-signed certificates. So give a name here. Let's say adfs.wso2.com, and it gets stored in the personal certificate store. Done. Then we can also enable HTTPS for our IIS server. Click on default website and then click on bindings, add, click HTTPS, and then you can pick the certificate that we just created. Okay, close. Done. So now we have our IIS server ready to run on HTTPS. Close this window. Go back to the server manager window. Refresh this and click on this icon here. Now we need to complete some post-deployment stuff. First we need to promote this server to a domain controller. Click on that. Click on add new forest. Give a name. I'll give wso.com. You can pick your own domain name. And then you need to give a password here. This doesn't need to be the same password you gave or you used to log into the Windows server. This can be anything. Click next. Next. Now this will pick the net buyer's name. Okay, click next again. Next. Next. Okay, click on install. Okay, this will take a couple of minutes. Okay, done. And we will restart the server now. This will restart the server. Okay, it's getting restarted. We need to wait maybe another 60 to 90 seconds till this gets started. Okay, server is started now. You can log in back. This will once again take a couple of minutes here. Okay, now the server got started. You need to open up the server manager again. Still there are a couple of things we need to complete. Go to server manager. Give some time to initialize. Okay, click on this icon again. You will see one post deployment task still remaining. Click on that. Okay. So you need to pick this option. Create the first federation server in a federation server farm. Click next. Next. Now you need to pick the SSL certificate. Should show here in fact. Maybe I can create a new certificate here. Create self-signed certificate. Okay, I think since yeah, the reason this was not visible to ADFS was we created this before we setting up the domain name. Okay, now you should be able to see the certificate here. Yeah, now you can see that certificate, right? Now you can give a domain name, and let's say adfs.wsl.com, and we need to pick an account. Okay, and the password should be the password of the server. Okay, we are almost done now. By the way, let's go back to the IIS and change its certificate to the new one. Bindings, HTTPS, edit, and pick this certificate, ADFS2. Okay, so now both are using the same, but you don't need to do it all the time. Still the installation is in progress. Okay, now we're starting the ADFS service. Okay, done. So successfully configured. Now you can go to ADFS here. Should list out the ADFS here, ADFS management. Now you will see under endpoints all the endpoints exposed by the ADFS server. This is a metadata endpoint. Let's see whether we can access this metadata endpoint from my local machine, right? Remember this URL. I already have that URL copied here. I need to get the IP address. You go here, replace this with this one, so it's the same thing. Click here. Now I should be able to download the metadata XML file. Yeah, so I can just download the metadata XML file, and if you just go here, you will see the home page of the IIS. Okay, so this concludes the demo today. So we discuss how to set up an EC2 instance and then start a Windows server on top of that, and then configure ADFS. If you have any questions, please feel free to put those under the comment section below this video. In next video, I'll talk about how to configure outbound authentication from WSO2 identity server to the ADFS. Right? In that video, we'll learn more about how to configure ADFS internally. Thank you very much.